All right, Secret Invasion is out. Just came out today, I believe. I haven't watched it. Not sure if I'm going to. Probably won't, because I'm going to tell you, all of these Disney Plus Marvel shows have been awful. Every single one of them has been bad, at least in my opinion. I did not like any of them. They all have a common theme, though. They start off okay. It's like, well, okay, maybe. And then by the time the show ends, it's a train wreck. Every single time. So, excuse me if I don't get excited for Secret Invasion, which, after watching Chris Gore's review of it, sounds awful. I want to show you some stuff going on real quick over on the Rotten Tomatoes. Here for all critics, 74%. Whoa, that's high. Then you click top critics. It's rotten. This is funny. They changed this now to for fortification against critic reviews. The audience score, you never know. Disney has so many things they can do to stuff. I mean, some of these, I'm really impressed and surprised to how good the start of the series was. A nice surprise from Disney. A masterpiece, the show we needed, in the right tone and no bad jokes. That is one thing I hear. There's no silly jokes. That would be refreshing. Though I still hear that Nick Fury all of a sudden is like social justice Fury. At least from watching Gore's reviews. So I don't know. But I'm not here to talk about the show. I'm here to talk about the cheapness and laziness of Marvel Disney. I guess the entire opening to the show is AI. Very disappointed that Marvel Studios decided to use AI for the opening credits of Secret Invasion. And here's some clips of them. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, some of the AI stuff doesn't bother me. But it's just the point that, like, are we really there yet? This is the whole writer's strike thing, too, by the way, is they don't like this. Like, Marvel's like, we're not even going to pay people anymore to do this shit. It was so bad anyway, we can replace it with AI and nobody will notice. Well, people did notice, and I guess Marvel fessed up to it. Here's from Polygon, a garbage outlet, by the way, but one of the only outlets I've actually seen cover this, so I'll give them that. Yes, Secret Invasion's opening credits scene is AI made. Here's why. It just came out it just came right out of the shape-shifting scroll world identity. So they try to justify this. And you're going to see more of this, by the way. You're going to see more and more companies do this. And you're eventually going to see humans get almost kind of replaced in Hollywood. That's going to happen. The world of Secret Invasion. I don't care about any of that. I want to hear about the AI. So, as we see a sort of jittery and ominous sequence of the Skull Green taking over more and more of our world, it looks a lot like if an AI was prompted with the concept of scroll cubism, which actually isn't that far off from what it is. As director and executive producer Ali Salem tells Polygon, the intro sequence was designed by Method Studios using artificial intelligence, something he thinks plays with the very themes of the show. When we reached out to the AI vendors that was part of it, it just came right out of the shape-shifting scroll world identity, you know? Who did this? Who is this? He said. And it continues, like many people, he says he doesn't really understand how the artificial intelligence works, but was just fascinated with the ways in which the AI could translate the sense of foreboding he wanted for the series. We would talk to them about ideas and themes and words, and then the computer would go off and do something, and then we would change it a little bit by using words, and it would change. That's interesting. I'm not going to lie. I think it's interesting that they were able to do this, and they liked it so much better. This is how bad the MCU was and has been with CGI. It's been so bad that like, well, we can just use AI and no one will even notice. Some of the AI stuff is interesting. I've seen some people start to use AI for their book covers. Some of them turn out really good. I do see why a lot of artists are a little worried about AI because, I mean, they don't want to, I mean, this is their job, so people are going to fight for the jobs. I never think it'll fully take over. A good artist is always going to survive. But this is kind of interesting. This is the first time, I think, and here's some of it moving, by the way, if you were curious and don't want to watch it. I think this is the first time maybe we've seen AI used in a big budget production, or at least a mainstream production like this. Still feel like it's kind of lazy and cheap. Now, they're trying to say, well, we did this for theme reasons and it fits the show. They did this to save money and go the cheap route. Because I guarantee you getting an AI-made intro cost them nowhere near the amount of money that it would have cost them to have some CGI special effects people whip one up. That's a fact. So this is how low Disney has kind of fallen. Because I guarantee you if they had the money, they wouldn't have done this. Or if they could have, they wouldn't have done this. They're finally starting to cost cut. But this, I would argue, is not the area to cost cut. So cheap, lazy shit in a show that I guarantee you is going to fall apart by the time we get to however many episodes are in this. I have no faith in it. How many of these garbage shows do you need to watch before you realize, hey, they can never stick the landing? They've never stick the landing on any of these shows, and I doubt this will be the one to do it. If anything, some of the shit that I hear about this makes me think it's going to go off the rails real quick. Like Emilia Clarke, I guarantee you, she shows up as the super badass hero, upstages Nick Fury the entire show, probably saves his ass at the end. So just be prepared to be disappointed if you're watching this. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments below. What are your thoughts on this AI use in this show? Do you think this is going to change the way special effects done, the way that entertainment is made? Give me your thoughts on all of that. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.